gor, ona Sintalova, Stefano pomoč, potem motorja.
Poštovane dame in spoštovani gospodje, dober dan v Planici, tole je Slovensko svetovno prvenstvo Planica 2020. Zadnji tekmovalni dan, pred nami še zadnja preizkušnja norveških kombinatorcev, to je pošniški sprint, torej skok na srednji sekalni dan 2x7,5 kilometra smučarskega teka. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the International Junior World Ski Championship Planica 2024. This is the last competition day, and in front of us is the last Nordic Combined main competition. It's the normal sprint plus 2x7.5 kilometers event. V Planici smo že dobili svetovne prvake na številnih ekipnih tekmah, here in Planica we are already on the team World Champions, this is team Germany, India, je postala svetovna prvakinja, seveda v številnih ekipnih tekmah, Erika Češčina, Anik Hekele, Ronjeno, Tristan Sommerfeld, second silver medal for Japan, Zajedno medalja Kyoto, Kazuki Kieda, Yuzuna Fukivara, Atsushi Narita, and bronze medal to Norway, medalja za Norveško, Even Leiner Lund, Lidlopte, Nora Helena Evans, and Jorgen Berger. Dobili smo tudi že planinskega svetovnega prvaka, we also celebrated the Junior World Champion and the individual for Austria, za Austrijo it was Paul Barker, second place, medalje, medalja Tristan Sommerfeld, and once again bronze medal, medalja za Norveško for Norway, Jens Dalseide and Kwame. Here we go the history of the FIS Nordic Championship. Pogledamo še v zgodovino planinskih svetovnih prvenstev. Še nikoli nismo imeli šprinta za moške, torej prvič v zgodovini tole tekmovanje, so never in the past we had team sprint event in Nordic Combined competition at the Junior World Championship, so we will get the World Champions for the first time, but we had several landscape competitions we played on the last 5 World Championships, Junior World Championships, torej imeli pa smo seveda že številne ekipne tekme pretekli, če pogledamo zadnjih 5 svetovnih prvenstev v Planici. In year 2019, the Junior World Championship was lucky with the Germany won the gold medal in front of Norway and Austria, predno Austria und im Schirm Oberwiesenthal Gold Medal for Austria, aus diese Silver for France, the Franzosen and bronze for Norway in year 2021 in Latvia. There was only a mixed team event, though men's team event in year 2022. Zakopane to the
Hello everyone, good morning, welcome to Planica in Slovenia. An early start for the Nordic Combined athletes. It's the men's team competition. The jump followed by a team sprint, both athletes doing 7.5 kilometres. It's still raining. It's a shame, isn't it? The weather's not been kind to the organisers, but they have done brilliantly. And we await the jump part of this competition. Once again, our thanks to these guys, men and women who have, behind the scenes, been very calm and got things going very smoothly indeed. And our judges, of course, as well for the ski jumping: Italy, Sweden, Slovenia, Kazakhstan and Finland are halfway up the hill with the best view of all, I think it's fair to say. This is our hill. K point at 95 metres, 102 metres if you fancy out jumping it. The record 105. That's a monster jump for a normal hill. You can see the large hill next to it with the medical team in their tent there. And so 14 teams taking part in this competition. A jump for them. Both athletes will take part, 2 members in each team, of course, and then their combined times will be considered, and those in the lead will have a time advantage at the start of the sprint a little later on today. I think it's 2 o'clock local time. And wherever you are, a very warm welcome to you, whether it is early in the morning or late at night. It's great to have your company. Our last Nordic Combined action of this FIS Nordic Junior World Ski Championships here in Slovenia. A few trial jumpers going down, and then we will be ready to get underway. By my watch, it's less than a minute, make that 30 seconds before we are due to get underway, and they like to be on time, don't they? Start gate 19, a little lower than we've been in previous competitions. The weather is still misty. It looks very much to me like it's almost full umbrella weather, which is never good, is it? We had the women's competition yesterday, of course. Japan in a marvellous tussle with the United States of America. Fujiwara in the end just less than a second ahead of Kai McKinnon at the end of that one, with Austria taking third, almost half a minute behind. And in terms of the individual athletes who stood out here, well, it was Austria, Germany. Paul Vulture was top of the pile there, and of course Germany taking the mixed team competition on Wednesday. Seems a long time away now. Slovakia, Eric Kapias gets us underway. That's not a bad jump to get us underway either. 87.5 metres. Some of these athletes, of course, will be stronger in the cross country. Certainly saw that in the women's competition. United States, who started 5th, coming up into second, but moreover, Austria were wonderful. Last, 9th at the start, almost a minute behind, and managing to take that 3rd place. Jakub Seisler of Poland next up. Oh, that's a good jump. Oh, that is a good jump. Oh, he's done very well there. 88 meters. That'll put him into the lead from Slovakia. Expect some jumps, of course, to head into the 90-meter mark, but we'll wait to see how we go when we get to Austria, Germany and Norway. Ogirovka of the United States of America from the Park City Club. A little short of where others have been so far, just 74.5 meters. And in terms of distance at the cross country, obviously got another set of athletes to come, 45 seconds behind Poland. And well, Caleb Zuckerman may be able to do something about that. He goes in the second group here. Umbrellas are up, it is wet, it's not great. Kanish Arman of Kazakhstan, the 16-year-old. Smooth, a little short, 73.5 meters. I'll slot into last place, fourth out of the four that have gone so far. 14 teams: Slovakia, Poland, USA, Kazakhstan, Italy, Slovenia, Czechia, Japan, Ukraine, Finland, France, Austria, Germany and Norway. We'll see them all twice. First look at Italy. Brian Venturini from the Fiamme Gale Club. He'll turn 18 in May. That's a nice jump, 86 meters. Would have liked a bit more, I think, judging by the body language. Enough to put him into third within 10 seconds of Poland, the leader. And that's if jumping's not your thing, as much as cross country, just do what you can. Now then, Slovenia, Urban Zajek from the Triglav Kranj Club. He's got a birthday in 10 days' time, and he will turn 19. Oh, our announcer liked it, and he will like it as well. First one in the 90s, 90 meters dead for the Slovenian. Good job from the Slovenians, who were 7th yesterday with Mancha Kobenta, Tia Mavorth, who took a tumble yesterday. And Germany with Ronja Low was the one who we saw take a crash on a difficult course. Lucas Dulazal of Czechia matches the Slovenian. Slightly less points in terms of judges, and the wind compensation in their favour. It's coming on from the back. They're back just a little bit. Chushi Narita involved in the mixed team, got the silver there. 15th individually. Oh, and he's jumped long. He's jumped really long. He likes that one. Got great lift. Wonderful. 96.5 meters. Look at the celebration. Well, not surprisingly, into the lead. We are with you. We feel your joy. Atsushi. Alexander Shovkoplias next up from Ukraine, from the Kremenets ski school. It's a little shorter at 83 meters, and was a little quick on to put the skis down in a slightly hurried manner, and the judges' points just reflecting that, not as smooth as he would have liked. And the Ukrainians go down into 7th out of the 9 we've had already. Now we're getting into our serious contenders, really, if truth be told. Herman Happonen for Finland. That's another good jump. That's another long jump. He likes it as well. 95.5 meters. 16th individually. He'll be looking to go home with a medal, and that puts him in contention along with his teammate. We'll see Valtteri Hoppainen in a few minutes' time. Lilian Trian de France from the Olympic Mont d'Or club. That's a steady jump as well. They'll put him there or thereabouts. 91.5 meters. Good from the judges as well. There was 118 in there. And 104.8 points. That's enough for 4th place. At the moment, of course, 2 rounds of this. Partners will be going very shortly as well. Jonas Fischbacher of Austria. 5th individually on Friday. Just dropped a place after the ski jumping, so this is certainly one of his strongest suits of the 2. And nails it once again. He was 5th in the mixed team. Desperately like to have a medal, of course. And the Austrians will go into 2nd place. Also, it is Japan who stay ahead, but only just by 4 seconds. Now Tristan Sommerfeld, the silver medalist on Friday in the individual competition, came through from 10th after ski jumping. So if he can land a good one here. Oh, and he can. He can, and he's gone through the 100-meter mark. What a jump that was. Oh, he had a modest jump, and it cost him individually. But he has absolutely nailed that. A little bit of negative wind compensation, but goodness me. Ahead of Japan by 9 seconds. It's tight at the top at the moment. 13 gone. Here's the last to go. Norway, Jørgen Birgit Stormsveen. Another big jump. He's got to be happy with that. 95.5 meters. Well, here's another one who made his way from, 9th in ski jumping to 6th in individually. And that is enough to put them within touch of the leader, just 13 seconds behind Germany at the moment. So that's the first group gone, and that's how it looks. Germany, Japan, Norway and Austria, well, and Finland, all very close together. It'll be interesting to see how this pans out, but I think given the fact it's a longer race than the women's, there was 2 times 4.5 kilometers, this 2 times 7.5 kilometers, so 5 laps each of that course, the sprint course. just had a trial jumper go down before we get underway with our last athletes. Great moment, great opportunity for the trial jumpers. Just get a feel for this great event. And probably rub shoulders with those who later on they can say, yeah, that world champion. Yeah, I was up in at the top of the jump with him. So 14 more to go. And first of those, Hector Kapusik of Slovakia. He got some good lift, didn't he, off the table there. 96 meters. That's a great start for Hector Kapusik, who we'll see how he goes. But certainly has helped his team. That was a better jump than Eric Capias, who got us underway in this competition. Andrei Valajek, the 18-year-old, 19 in May, from the Zakopane club. What a wonderful facility, what a wonderful event the World Cup in Zakopane is. And that's steady as well, into the 90s. 90.5 meters. A little frustrated with himself, felt he could have gone longer. But some 17 seconds behind Slovakia. So they'll have a bit of work to do for sure. Poland not involved in the women's competition. Here's Caleb Zuckerman of the United States, 20th individually. United States 7th in the mixed team competition. 87.5 meters, not where they wanted to be. And where they are is of those who've jumped twice. They are third of three. And as we keep saying, some of these athletes will be just champing at the bit to get onto the cross-country course where they will thrive a little more than on the slopes. Alyaska of Kazakhstan next up. Starting to make some inroads, Kazakhstan as a nation. All a bit of a learning curve, and that's steady. 85 meters from Alyaska. Don't imagine they're going to be challenging for the podium, but well, you always want to be a contender and in contention for a medal, but the experiences at the juniors is certainly priceless. Manuel Serena of Italy from the Fiammigali club. Just short of those red lines, but just into the 90-meter mark. 13th, an unlucky 13th. I don't know whether that's unlucky. I think it's pretty good individually. Another one who I think will like to get involved in the cross country was 21st after the jump and ended up in 13th. So he's certainly got some wheels when he gets going in cross country. Lovro Persel Siraknik is next of Slovenia. And the local man does himself proud with 88.5 meters. Slovenia have done so well certainly in the women's competition. Here's the Czechia athlete, Konvalinka. Oh, now then. 99.5. That's not a bad jump either. 10th individually. Weren't involved in the mixed team competition. That's enough to go first at the moment. There are teams all overhauling, of course. Kotaro Yamazaki of Japan. Not really featuring Japan in the upper echelons of the individual competition. Yamazaki was 21st. He's jumped well there. Already has that silver, of course, from the mixed team competition. And 94.5 meters enough for a low 5 from a pat on the back from the Japanese coach. Down at the bottom into first they go. They were first for quite some time, weren't they? And they're in the mix as well. Ukraine, jumper number 2, Rostislav Kirachuk. Just into the 90-meter territory for Kirachuk. "16 years of age, so 17 next month." And that's down in 7th place. The gate has gone down 1, so there is a gate compensation in favour of these athletes now. Up the line and down safely, shy of the 90-meter mark. He's not happy at all, is he? 18th in the individual competition. Just dropped back a bit after the ski jumping, was 15th. 6th in the mixed team competition. We'll be hoping for better, but that jump won't help their cause. Louis Martin next of France. 14th individually. And outside of the medals in the mixed team, 5th place for them there. That's a nice jump. Not long enough for his liking. 87 meters, only 6th place for the French at the moment, and over 30 seconds adrift of the leaders. Now then, here's the man who has an individual gold medal, is the junior world champion of 2024, Paul Watcher of Austria. Jumped best of everybody and then kept his advantage. And he's jumped well again. Happy with that, isn't he? 97 meters. Enough to put them into the lead ahead of Japan, but not by much. 6 seconds between them and the Japanese. Fischbacher is there to say well done. Which is Stenzel of Germany, just outside of the medals in terms of individual endeavour. 4th there. He made up some ground in the cross country. And 96 meters is a decent jump. Remember, has a gold already from the mixed team. Led out the team on the cross country. And Sommerfeld likes what he does. And they are ahead of Austria by 11 seconds. Will they keep that lead? Well, Jens Dalseld Gvama may have something to say about it. And that's a nice jump. Not quite as far as he would like. It's going to be third place. But the Norwegians, who got the bronze, of course, in the mixed team event. Kavami not involved with that. He'll be hoping for another medal after his bronze, of course, on Friday in the individual competition. This is how it has finished. After that second round of jumping, Germany 11 seconds ahead of Austria, Norway and Japan both 17 seconds behind. Czechia, well, they're within 30 seconds. Slovakia, Finland and Poland, well, France and Slovenia as well, with a lot of work to do, and then it gets a little tricky, but there is enough distance on that cross country to perhaps make up some time. Kazakhstan almost 2 minutes behind. Just a quick reminder, the cross-country part of this competition is at 2 local time.
So, ladies and gentlemen, the judging part for the Nordic Combined competition is over here for junior FIS Nordic World Championship here, but we will have another judging competition at